Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the hopeful elect of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Gotta give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, the Most High, the Heavenly Father. His Hebrew name is Yahweh, not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Most High, not Lord, not Yah, not Jah, not Ahaya, not Allah. It's Yahweh. His only begotten son name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shah. Not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapis Christus, not Yeshaya, not Yehoshua. It's Yahweh Shah. So we got to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rekah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders over all of Israel, whether concepted or not, and a sincere salutation to the Akim, pushing this truth and believing this truth throughout the four ends of the earth, the entire world, waking up the hopeful elect. And shalom to the Akwath who are listening and learning, the few sisters who are listening and learning. I'm Isaiah from the GMS Orlando camp, coming at you another lesson in truth, facts, faith, and edification, another daily edification. Lord's willing, it's be edifying. I titled this lesson, their whole existence is to vex and accuse us. And that's all these devils do, man. And the job of the messengers of Yahweh, Bahashim Hawashah, is to warn you, to prepare, man, to get ready, because it's going to get worse soon. We are only here to warn you of the message, to warn you through the message of what's about to come, man. You got devils that try to infiltrate, to deceive Jake, to keep Jake asleep. But the Lord set his men up to give you the truth. So this is, I'm going to start with this precept. This is Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 14. It reads, they have blown a trumpet, even to make all ready, but none go up to the battle. They have blown the trumpet, even to make all ready, all, everybody. They have blown the trumpet, even to make all ready, but none go up to the battle. For my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. The sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within. He that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him. The Lord is making all ready, man. He's making all ready for what's about to come. But none go up to the battle. This is Ezekiel chapter 13. And I'm gonna start at verse 4. O Israel, thy prophets are like the foxes in the desert. Ye have not gone up into the gaps. That's the Lord telling the real messengers they supposed to go up into the gaps in the highways and hedges, in the streets and lanes. It said they have not gone up into the gaps, neither made up the hedge for the house of Israel to stand in the battle in the day of the Lord. And that's what we're supposed to be doing, man. We're supposed to be making all ready for the battle, man. Because these devils is finna roll, man. The Lord say the sword is without, and the pestilence and famine is within. Who is the sword, man? The sword of the Lord is these devils, man. These Job 9 and 24s. And they finna move on you, man. Real quick, this is Psalms 17 and 13. It reads, arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down. Who? The wicked, man. The Job 9 and 24s. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. So the Lord finna use these devils to come down on you, man. Real quick, this is Leviticus 26 and 33. It reads, and I will scatter you among the heathen, and will draw out a sword after you, and your land shall be desolate, and your cities waste. The Lord is sending the sword after us, man. For what? Disobedience. And Jake still don't want to acknowledge that they have enemies, man. We had these little Edomites come to the camp last night, presumed to be Edomites, which I think they was Edomites, but they could have been Jake. Who knows? Hey, we cut them and shred them to pieces, man. They trying to come up with that theological doctrine, man. Hey, you can't rock Jake back to sleep with that. Now 2/3, that's their lie. But the 1/3, our lie is to come up out of this madness, man. These devils is trying to rock you back to sleep. Vocab Malone didn't work. EJ Love didn't work. What the name of Jesus is the word didn't work, right? This other, I forgot this guy that's come up to the apostles camp. This Jake, I forgot his name. I can't even call his name right now. But none of these, Vocab Malone, James White, EJ Love, Jesus the word, none of these guys, none of it worked, man. Because the tabernacle of the Lord is being built, and can't nobody infiltrate this, man. But you 2/3 Jakes will let guys like this destroy you, man. Hey, but hey, like the title lesson, their whole existence is to vex and accuse us, man, to keep you going off on everything. And Shalom to you, Akim and Akwaf on the comment board, Yahweh Shema Shah, Bahashim, Rikakwadash, Rakatha, Rakatham. So the Lord is sending the sword at us, man. The whole job for these devils is to vex you, man. I'm going to read this. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 1. And this is what they do, man. Matter of fact, before I get that, let's get this. This is Micah 2 and 1. This is all they do. All day, every day. This is what they do. This is Micah 2 and 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. These devils, all they do is plot against how they're going to destroy you, man. If they can't get you with the sword, with the literal sword, they're going to get you with bio warfare, man. Okay? That's what they do, man. They plot. Their whole existence is to vex and accuse you, man. Because they're trying to get their birthright back, which was never theirs in the beginning. But they still trying to get it, man. They know that you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, U.S. and Haitians are the chosen peoples of the Lord, man. And they trying to find some type of way to destroy you, man. Which they do. They know your diet, man. They killing you with Krispy Kreme donuts, putting the chicken sandwich between Krispy Kreme donuts, man. They know how to kill you, Jake. This is what they do. They know you like to drink juices and sodas and Kool-Aid. They killing you with that, man. Jake got diabetes and high blood pressure and all type of other ailments. They know you love shrimp and catfish. They killing you with bio warfare, man, with the simplest of GMO foods. Now the Lord say in Ezekiel 4:13, we shall eat our bread and follow among the Gentile. But you got to know how to maneuver through these devils, man. That's why he said in Matthew 10 and 16, be ye wise as serpents and harmless as doves, man. Let these devils think they killing you, but they really ain't, man. Because you know who was our covering? Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, man. When you got the Lord for covering, it tell you that in Psalm 103 that it say, forget not all thy benefits, all his benefits, and he healeth all our diseases, man. And he healeth all our wounds. So really, if you trust in Yahweh Shema Shah, it's nothing the devil can do to you. But guess what? 2/3 is getting chopped down. They don't even know how they get chopped down. Through GMO foods, contaminated waters, chemtrails in the air. 2/3 of Jake don't know nothing about this, man. But you hopefully let know. That's how we maneuver through the valley of death, man. Through the valley of the shadow of death, man. They said we would not fear. We would not have no fear, man. Because we know who we's covered on, who we are covered under, man. 2/3 don't know nothing, man. They just moving. Zombies dead, man. This devil whole existence is to vex and accuse you, man. These devils sit up all night figuring out how they're gonna destroy you, Jakes. Again, Micah 2 and 1. Woe to him that devises iniquity and work evil upon his bed when the morning is light. They practice it because it is in the power of their hand. They have these G Summit meetings, all these Bilderberger meetings. How they gonna destroy you, Jakes, man? This is It said they sit up all night, man. This is Proverbs 1:16. It reads, "For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall." This is their whole goal, man. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence, man. This is Proverbs 10:23 reads. Proverbs 10:23. It is as sport to a fool to do mischief, but a man of understanding have wisdom. Right? When you go to Proverbs 15:22, it reads this: without counsel, proposals are disappointed, but in the multitude of counselors, they are established. So they sit around these round tables, they sit around these rectagon, octagon tables, plotting on how they're going to destroy you, Jakes. Without counsel, proposals are disappointed. So without having counsel, they can't do it, man. They gotta brainstorm. They gotta get their best brains, the ones that's using more than 1% of their brain. They get their best ones, sit around the table. How are we gonna get rid of these Jakes? It said, without counsel, proposals are disappointed, but in the multitude of counselors, they are established. Here's the precept: Proverbs 20:18. Every purpose is established by counsel, and with good advice make war. So they brainstormers, get them good advice how they can do things, man. This is Psalms chapter 12, verse 8. It reads, "The wicked walk on every side when the vilest man are exalted." When you go to Job 30, it tell you about they are violent in the earth, right? So it say again, Proverbs 12:8, "The wicked walk on every side when the vilest men are exalted." This is Job chapter 1, verse 6. It said they walk on every side. When the Lord, when the sons of God came to the Lord in Job, who came with them? Satan. What did the Lord ask Satan? This is Job 1:6. Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord Yahweh, and Satan came also among them. And the Lord said unto Satan, "Whence comest thou?" Then Satan answered the Lord and said, "From going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it." That's every side. Again, and the Lord Yahweh said unto Satan, "Whence comest thou?" And Satan answered the Lord and said, "From going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it." Now, when you go back to Psalms chapter 12, verse 8, this is what it's saying. The wicked walk on every side when the vilest men are exalted. That's him walking to and fro in the earth and up and down in it, man. That's what it's talking about. Further proof, 1 Peter 5:8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. That's everywhere. That's every side of the earth, man. These devils' whole existence is to try to trip you up, man. This is Psalms 83. and these and they had a nerve to send some young cats, man. And we chopped them guys to pieces last night, man. The one guy was finna cry, man. It was three of them. Psalm 83:2. For lo, thy enemies make it tumble, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against the hidden ones. When we read Luke 1:68, how Israel have enemies, and then we read Psalm 83 and read who the enemies were, and told them that, because we asked them what is salvation. So they gave us their theory of what salvation is. But we gave them, according to the Bible, what the Lord mind of salvation is. And they were stuck, man. When I say they were stuck, they was stuck. We read Luke 1:68-73. Then we hit them with Psalm 83 because we told them we got Israelites got enemies. So-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians have enemies, man. We have enemies. Separate yourself from among them, man. You got to work around them. Hey, we got to work around them. You got to go shop around them. When you hit the grocery stores, wherever you go, you're going to buy clothes, whatever you're going to get. Hey, But separate yourselves, man. Stop hanging out with these devils, man. Because they're going to turn on you. There's coming a day when they're going to turn on you, man. They'll say the scriptures, man. Psalm 83:3, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people. They couldn't do it one nation by themselves at a time. They had to come together, man. It's saying consulted against the hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom and Ishmaelites, of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, and the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also has joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Listen, man, you have enemies, man, and they all hate your guts, man. They just got to play their role. That's what the Lord told us in Matthew 10:16, to be ye wise as serpents and humble as doves. We got to play our role against these devils, man. You got to put on, sometimes you got to put a fake smile on for these devils, man. You got to say, hello, how you doing, when you don't want to say nothing, man. Because we supposed to be wise as serpents and humble as doves, man. The Lord said when the time comes, he's going to give you what to say when you need to say it, man. Otherwise, hey, we just flowing, man. Flowing like water, living waters, man. This is Psalm chapter 50 and verse 20. These devils is going to vex you on every side, man, some kind of way. At least they're going to try to, man. But the Lord say in First and Second Timothy 1:7, He didn't give us a spirit of fear, man. Okay, He gave us the power of a sound mind, man. We have no need to fear nothing, man. Hey, and I was saying this at camp. You Jakes, you fear the devil, but you don't fear Yahweh Shem Shah. And the Lord said, when the brother had the brother read the precept, the other nations, they don't fear the Most High. They don't fear the Most High, but we fear the other nations. What sense does that make, man? The other nations don't fear Yahweh Shem Shah, but you fear the other nations. That's backwards as hell, man. It's this Psalm 50 and 20. Thy citizen speaketh against thy brother, thy slanderest thy own mother's son, man. Who is this? The wicked, man. 2/3. Following the way is Esau, Edom, but 2/3 of Jake follow ways of Esau, Edom, man. It's talking about Esau, Edom right here. He slandered his brother. And what he say in Psalms 27? The days of my father at hand, this what I say, my slay my brother Jacob, right? He never killed Jacob. But who's he been killing? He's been killing the seeds of Jacob, man. You so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans. Why? Because he's the sword of the Lord, man. The whole point of the lesson about their whole existence is to vex and accuse us. The Lord have given them the sword, man. That's what they do. This is how they get down. Again, Psalm 50 and 20. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, thy slanderest thy own mother's son. How we know they're talking about Esau? It said, thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. What did he tell Isaac? Is he not rightly named Jacob? For he has supplanted me these 2 times. Right? What did he say? He stole the birthright. Now he has supplanted me for the blessing. He was slandering his brother to his father, man. Lying to him. Right? Lying to him, man. This devil was lying, man. This is Genesis 27. Let's get this. And Isaac, his father said unto him, who art thou? He said, I am Esau, thy firstborn. And Isaac trembled with exceedingly and said, who? Where is he that hath taken venison and brought it to me? And I have eaten of all before thou camest, and blessed thee, and blessed him. Yeah, and he shall be blessed. And when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceedingly bitter cry. That's why I tell you in Habakkuk 1 that they are a bitter nation, man. They are a bitter and hasty nation. It said he cried. He cried with a great and exceedingly bitter cry and said unto his father, bless me, even me also, my father. And he said, thy brother came with subtlety, and he have taken away the blessing. And he said, this is what Esau said, Is not he rightly named Jacob? For he has supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and behold, now he have taken away my blessing. You sold your birthright. You sold it for some lentils, man. You sold the birthright for some raw meat. But you're gonna tell your father he supplanted you for the birthright. Come on, man. It say, and he said, Has thou not reserved a blessing for me? And Isaac his father, and Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, I made him thy Lord, and all his brethren have I given him for servants, and with corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? You're gonna keep asking the same thing over and over, just like Jake do. Keep asking the same question. No. Kept telling the devil last night, no, you can't get salvation. No. And this is a perfect example of them guys last night. Could have been Jake's? I don't know. But for I can, they Edomites. They had the spirit of an Edomite. So they could have been Jake's though, because they had a zeal about the word. You know, we went back and forth with them for a while. But this is Esau, studied asking. We kept telling them, no, you can't get salvation. We done brought out over 50 scriptures, 30, 40, 50 scriptures, giving you, they tell me, oh, y'all cherry picking. So we hit them with Isaiah 28 and 9 and tell them, that's why we cherry picking, because we already know the scripture that we read. We already know the precepts to them because we study. So then he couldn't get it. So I say, let's deal with Paul. And I cut the head off with this when in Romans 9. Paul mentioned Hosea, right? When he said in Hosea, they were not the children of the Lord, right? So I said that's Paul using precepts. So when I kept reading, I read again, and we read Romans 9:25, and then they talking about Hosea. We really read Hosea, and he looked like okay. So I said, let's go back to Romans 9 again, jump down to verse, 26, 27. Then Paul mentioned the remnant of Israel, which is in Isaiah the 10th chapter. I said, look, Paul used in the same letter, he used 2 precepts. They were stuck. He was stuck after that. I said, bro, what are you talking about? Everybody used precepts. That's how you read the scriptures. So I pulled out my old 1465 Bible and opened it up. I opened it up to Isaiah chapter 13, right? I said, look, you ever read a Bible that got these precepts in it? He was like, yeah. I first told him, I said, y'all Edomites call them references. We call them precepts that the Bible say. They told me, no, we don't call them references. Anyway, I said, when I opened up the book, it landed on Isaiah 1 and 13, Isaiah the 13th chapter. I said, look, see right here, the precept that it had in one of the verses in Isaiah 13, it had Joel, the 1st chapter, and it had Zephaniah. I said, you see how I got? I said, we in the book of Isaiah now. One of the precepts said Joel, the other precept said Zephaniah in one of the scriptures. I said, you see that? He was like, yeah. I said, that's called using precepts, bro. He said, okay, I understand that, but why y'all cherry picking? They ain't gonna get it. That's when I had the brother, right after that, I had the brother read to him Daniel 12 and 10. This ain't for you. You might well go up the street and have a good night. He got, for the other 2 guys, they fell back because they see they was losing. So the other guy, he still, I said, bro, listen, go get your mans, and go get him some drinks. Because he started jumping up and down, pissed. He was hot, like a little kid, man. And that's Esau. The guy started jumping up and down like a little kid, man. And that's Esau. He's a baby, man. That's why Job said, they that are younger than I have me in derision. So right here, again, Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And that's what the Edomite were doing last night, man. Crying, man. Because he found out everything that they done learned from these theological seminaries is a lie, man. And we told him, bro, that ain't gonna get you nowhere. You can't get salvation. So they kept, oh, we're not Israelites. No, if you're not an Israelite, you ain't going to get salvation, man. Then the brother asked him, what is salvation? He gave us his definition of salvation. When we hit him with Luke 1, and it tell you that the Israelites have enemies and the enemies hate them, we must be saved from all them that hate us, man. When we read Psalms 83, they was cut down. They was cut down, man. So this say, verse 39, Genesis 27:39, and Isaac, his father, answered and said unto him, Behold, So Isaac gave him a false blessing, man. Lied to him. And Isaac, his father, answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and of the dew of heaven from above. Hey, something that you can't get, man. You can't get this. Hey, but through your wisdom, as it said in Ezekiel 28, through thy wisdom and thy traffic that has gotten thee riches, right? It said in Ezekiel 28 and 3, thou art wiser than Daniel, that now you can hide from them. So the Lord gave them the technology to lift themselves up, man. Because Isaac said, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, right? Meaning the best places on planet. Thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and of the dew of heaven from above, and by thy sword shalt thou live. Now Isaac never told this devil, you're gonna live by the sword. This is how you're gonna gain all your possessions. But he did not tell him you're gonna die by that same sword, man. And Isaac knew everybody that lived by the sword died by the sword. He knew that, right? Why didn't he tell Esau that? The Lord wanted him his pride to be lifted up, man, to the heavens, man. It say, and by thy sword shalt thou live, and shall serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass when thou hast had the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck, which they did. During the time of King David and Solomon, after Solomon, they broke the yoke. They was free to go roam out and do whatever, man. But when you read about Isaac, when Isaac told him, he said, listen, I have made him thy Lord, right? He made Jacob his thy Lord. That's why Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, man. He gave him, just like today, right? You got these FRN notes. They ain't real. These devils are deceiving the world, right? They got these religions. It ain't real. That's why I tell you in 2 Corinthians 10 and 5 that the word of the Lord, the truth, is casting down all imagination. It's breaking all strongholds because it's all imaginary life, man. All imaginary living. That's what Esau been living in an imaginary world, so he to see the rest of the world to follow him, man. That's what the Lord continually told us: envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways, man. Because you will be living in an imaginary world. Now we always caught up in the world once upon a time, but now we know the truth. We ain't in the world. We have came out of her mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. The hopeful elect has came out of the world, man. Now we walking in the ways of Yahweh Shema Shah to the best of our ability. And these devils can't change it no more. So all they vocab Malones, they EJ Love, they Jesus the words, they James Whites, none of that is working, man. It would tell you in Psalms 10 and 10, he cried and humble himself that the poor may fall by his strong ones. So you got the EJ Loves, Jesus the words, vocab Malone, James Whites. Now they can't use them no more. They can't use these guys. So they got to use your own people. Now they got the TD Snakeses and the Theflo Dollars. They've been using Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackass. They never worked. They never worked, man. You see? None of these things is working, man. So what they're going to do, it's time for them to come down with Ralph, man. Now they're deceiving you, talking about, now they got to set these people on TV about taking some damn vaccine. None of them people took that vaccine, man. Talking about these president, these Mike Pence and Joe Biden, they name take that mess, man. But Jake believe that. But then you got these nurses and all these different people saying they getting sick. These devils is running out of options, man. They have no other options. Their options is limited. The Lord said he numbered their days that they can't pass, man. These devils is through. This guy say, and by the sword shall thou live. This is what Isaac told him, man, shall serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass when thou have had when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And they took over the world when in the mid 1400s, right, all the way up to now. Because they broke the yoke from being up under King David and Solomon, right? Then they started to rule the earth. They first take flight was with Alexander the Great, right? So it say, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then when I slay my brother Jacob. Now you fast forward all the way to Amos 1 and 11. This guy still have a hatred, man. right? You go to Zechariah, they said, what? Blessed be the Lord, for we are rich. This these devils, man. They have a perpetual hatred with you, man. So if Esau, Edom, ain't the so-called white man, who are they, man? They definitely ain't Japhet, man. They definitely ain't Japhet. So who are they, man? The same ones that had a perpetual hatred since birth. Them the ones that was hanging you up on the plantation, man. Cutting rods off. Letting you hang up for the birds, man. Or leaving you laid on the ground for the beasts of the field. Like the Lord say, the curses, man. Because we clearly know it's lawful to have servants. And if one of them get out of line to the point where you have to hang them, what did the law say? You're supposed to hang him when his life has left his body. You're supposed to take him down and bury him. Esau didn't do that, man. Esau didn't do that, man. He left you laid on the ground, or he left you hanging, man, for days on end, man. What's this chick that made the song? The trees with the strange fruit, man. Okay, talking about Jake hanging from the trees. So you know this devil, man. They whole job, though. You got to understand. It's like you can't get mad at them because the Lord set them up to do this very thing, man. You can't get mad at somebody that got a job and they supposed to do their job. It ain't coming from the low. It's coming from on high, man. His job is to piss you off and to vex you to the point you just want to kill yourself. That's his job. But the Lord say he gave us a different spirit, man. Their mind is carnal. Ours is not, man. Our mind is not carnal, man. Our mind is spiritual. Esau can't be spiritual. That's why we keep telling you, Jakes, starting with the Apostles' Great Millstone. You can't tap into that blessing trying to get guns and load up with guns and grenades and rocket launchers. And you can't do that, man. That's their blessing. Our blessing is to be spiritual, man. We can't tap into theirs and they can't tap into ours. That's why you read the story when the Lord said, it's a great gulf fix, man. We can't enter on their side and they can't come on ours, man. Period. It ain't going to happen, man. That's how the Lord set it up. There's a great gulf fix, man. This is Psalm chapter 10 and verse 7. This devil whole job is to vex and accuse you, man. Make you go off. So he can be like, look at him, Yahweh. Look what my seeds got them doing. They down there eat shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster. And they know it's going off. We got them down there being homosexuals, transgenders, and lesbians. They killing each other. Look at them. This is who you going to get a kingdom to? Hey, but it's the point I was going to make, right? When you read the story of Job, right? What happened with Job? Job, the Lord say, matter of fact, let's read this before I get this. Because see, starting with the apostle, they always say, Job was a representation of the elect, man, of the righteous man, okay? Let's read this. It's Job 1:1. There was a man in the land of Uz whose name was Job, and that man was perfect and upright, and one that feared God and eschewed evil, right? He hated evil, right? He abhorred evil, right? Now, what happened to Job? I just want to read that point. Job was a righteous man. His wife said, curse the Most High and die already, right? What did he say? You foolish woman. Should not we receive from the Lord good and evil? Job represented the elect, man. That's why I tell you it's going to be a remnant. In their mouth shall be found no guile, man, right? That's representing the elect, man. Job was a representation of the elect, man. When you read James, let's get this. This is James 5:11. It say, behold, we count them happy which endure. Ye have heard of the patience of Job, and have seen the end of the Lord, that the Lord is very pitiful of tender mercies. You see, the sufferings of Job, man. Job was a righteous man. That represented the elect, man. That's going to go through, that's the point I'm making. The elect going to go through all type of things, man. Okay? They're going to go through all type of things, but they ain't going to break, man. They ain't going to break. Job was representing the elect, man. The Lord said, look, Satan, the same way he said to Job, right? Let's read it. Salakia. Let's read this. Verse 6, verse 7. Job 1 and 7. And the Lord Yahweh said unto Satan, Whence comest thou? Then Satan answered the Lord and said, From going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it. And Yahweh said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job? Hast thou considered my elect, that there is none like him or them in the earth? A perfect and upright man, they are perfect and upright men, one that feareth Yahweh by Shema Shai and eschewed evil. Is this not the elect, man? The Lord telling Satan, hey, as it said in 1 Peter 5, which I read, hey, go walk through and fro in the earth. Go walk through and fro, from back and forth in the earth. Go vex him. Be a roaring lion. I bet you can't get him to change, because the Lord already got him predestinated to stand up in the paint like that, man. Just like Job was. The Lord took everything from Job. When you come into this truth, you don't have nothing, man. Everything that you had, if you still got it, it's like you don't got it, man. If you did have a little bit when you came into the truth, you don't care about it because your heart ain't there. The scripture saying in Matthew 6, where your treasures is, that's where your heart will be. Our heart is in the kingdom of heaven, man. Our heart, our mind is on Yahweh Shema Shai, and that's it, man. We don't care what we lose, none of that, man. Job didn't care, man, and he knew. See, this is the thing you people, some people don't know. Job knew what he told his wife. Shall we not receive from the same hand good and bad? So Job knew what was going on with him was with the Lord. He just didn't know the Lord and Satan had a bet, man. But he knew it was from the Most High, Yahweh. Everything is from the Lord, man. We can't move, eat, sleep, drink. We can't do nothing without Yahweh Bashim Shah, man, period. So Job knew. So just like right now, we know everything that happened is from the Heavenly Father, man. He has predestinated, ordained from the womb faithful men to be on the earth, just like Job was, man. And they ain't gonna budge. They ain't gonna break. You can't make them fall back out the truth, man. No matter what, unless the Lord want it. That's why King David said, "Take not thy Holy Spirit away from me, man," because everything is of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, man. So let's continue. This is Psalms chapter 10, verse 7. These devils try everything they got to break you, man. It ain't working. It's not working. Even if you is eating GMO foods and contaminated water, the Lord saying, when you read in Mark, he said, you shall drink poisons and not be hurt. You shall eat your defiled bread among the Gentiles. But if you covered, because you trust in Yahweh Shema Shai wholeheartedly, man, the Lord ain't gonna let none of that bother you, man. This is Psalms 10 and 7. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. This is what their life is based on. Fraud, man. They frame mysteries by laws, man. They set up laws. They say they wet their tongue like a sword, man. Their power is in their mouths and in their strength, which they use the sword, man. They say his mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doeth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. Why? For what? That's what you got to understand. What you got to think. Why is this devil constantly set around you, man? Why? Because they know that you are the kings and priests of Yahweh Bashim Shai, man. They know it. It's our people that don't know it, man. These elite devils know who you are, man. You don't know who you are. He lieth in wait as a lion in the den. For what? To do what? Why? You got all the money in the world, right? Take your ass and go scuba dive, or parasail, or bungee jump, or rappel. Go do something. You got all the money in the world to do whatever you want to do. Why is they focused on killing you, Jakes? Because they know that you are the chosen people of the Lord, man. They know it. He lieth in wait as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doeth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net. He croucheth and humble himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones. You see, Jake ain't going for the dumbness no more. So now they got to set up guys like Killer Mike. Oh, I got my first digital bank. Hey, using Jake to get you to take the chip, man. Eventually, that's what they doing. They using this damn tear, Kamala Harris. She a Edomite or some kind of tear. She ain't no Jake. Talking about she a Benjamite. That woman is a tear, man. He cries and humble himself that the poor may fall by his strong ones. They send up all these Jakes to make you fall, man. Every time a killing get somebody tells somebody to die, that's a Jake. They got this one Jake bald head guy. I don't know if he's a lawyer or what. He always speaking, talking about this and that. He got Al Sharp toned up. Man, listen, man. They deceiving you, man. They deceiving you by their means of miracles, man. Like I said in Revelation 13, they got this guy Elon Musk using this, talking about, oh, we can help paraplegics and all these different dementias and all these different ailments. Man, listen, man. The same way they're using that madness, they're using on you Jakes, man, to see you by the means of these miracles, man. Got you voting. For what? For what, man? They putting you in the net, man. This is Psalm 73. Hurry up. Psalm 73 and 8. It reads, they are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. They set their mouth against the heavens. The Lord knows they've been blaspheming the name of Yahweh Shema Shah for the longest. They've been blaspheming the elect. They've been blaspheming all of Israel, man. They said coming as cut them off of being a nation. They set their mouth against the heavens. And the Lord always said, when you read Ezekiel, oh, ye heavens. Who he talking to? He talking to you so-called Negro, Latinos, Native Americans, man. We are we are heaven, man. We are this, we have these, we have what it say in 2 Corinthians 4 and 8. We have this, matter of fact, let's read that. Let's read that real quick. 2 Corinthians 4 and 8. We are, let's say verse 7. We have this treasure in earthen vessels, man, that the excellency of the power may be of God and not of us, man. Hey, to bring us out of these and put us in these and put us in those immortal bodies, man. Right? Them incorruptible bodies, man. That's why I say the strength of our salvation. They shall be a major strength of our salvation, man. That's what it's talking about right here. It say again that the excellency of the power may be of God. When he show his trend, whenever they get when they get beaten up into the chariots and they say the enemies beheld them, hey, that's gonna be that's gonna be the strangeness, man, of our salvation, man. And right now, first and foremost, right now, man, standing in great boldness in front of these devils, and they can't do nothing about it, man. So back in Psalm 73, in verse 9, so they set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. Didn't we just read this in Job? He said from going up and down and walking through the earth, man, to and fro in it. This is what they do. Psalms 12 and 8 said, what? When the wicked man is exalted, he walketh on every side, man. This is what they do. This is how you know it's talking about Esau Edom, man. Okay? He's a roaring lion, man, walking about seeking all who he made to devour, man. It say, verse 12 say, but these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. We know who this is, man. Ain't talking about you Jakes, because you Jakes don't got riches. Jay-Z and Dr. Dre, I always use Jay-Z, Dr. Dre, and P. Diddy, because those are the three top, they're the highest ones far as Jakes in the industry. They don't got riches, man. They got a little money, man. They don't got nothing. The elites have riches, generational wealth. Jake don't got nothing. So when you read these scriptures, and when they say, behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world, they increase in riches. The ungodly can also be 2/3 of Israel, but this ain't talking about Israel, man. Israel don't have riches. They have a little substance, man. They don't got no riches. But these devils think because they got a few billion in the bank, the money ain't there, man. It's not there. That's why they get their ass black cards, man. Because the money is not there. This is talking about the wicked, man. This is Psalm 38 and 12. It reads, it said, they also that seek after my life lay snares for me They set traps. They got all type of traps. They put drugs in the hood. They put guns in the hood, right? They got all type of traps. Main trap they using, they put your woman over you, right? Get women's liberation. That's a major trap, man. That's why Solomon said in Ecclesiastes 7:26. As a matter of fact, let's get that. This is the major trap right here, man. Because women set Jake up all the time. Jake, cause why? Cause Jake always want to floss. They all want to come down on their Jake, on their homeboys and neighbors, and showing, oh, I got this, I got these clothes, I got this whip. That's what I always getting robbed, man. It's Ecclesiastes 7:26. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands, who pleaseth power shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. So that major snare that they got set up for us is these women, man. But hey, as the scriptures say, a righteous woman will be rest in peace to her husband. They're talking about 2/3 women. Back in Psalm 38:12, they also that seek after my life lay snares for me, and they that seek my hurt speak mischievous things and imagine deceits all the day long. Now I started with Micah 2. Micah 2 said, what? They sit upon their bed all damn day long. Every night. Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. Again, Proverbs 4:16. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. So when you go back to Psalms 38, and you got to think about this, man. This is what they do. They also that seek after my life lay snares for me, and they that seek my hurt speak mischievous things and imagine deceits all the day long. This is what they do, man. The Lord set these devils up. Their whole job is to vex you and accuse you, man. But you know what that does to the hopeful elect? It builds us up, make us stronger, man. Because now you know that the Lord got them set against you. So what you got to do? You got to be swift, be wise as a serpent, and harmless as a dove, man. And you got to be built up, man. You got to be, as I tell you in Colossians 1:26, you got to be rooted, established in the faith, man. And you won't be moved. You won't be wavered and carried about with every wind of doctrine, man. You're supposed to be rooted and grounded in, man. That's what the Lord, every day, man, you're supposed to grow and grow. Like the apostles always say, man, you're supposed to grow in this thing, man. Otherwise, you are not going to be rooted, man. You're going to, like it with the parable of the seeds on the wayside, on the stony ground. Hey, if you don't take root, you ain't gonna grow, man. You're gonna be wavered, and any and everything gonna blow you out the way, man. You gotta be rooted and established, man. This is Psalms 37:12. A couple more of these points, and I'm gonna get on out of here. The wicked plot against the just. Why? For what? We ain't nobody. We don't got nothing. Why are they plotting? You Jakes don't think about these things. Why are they plotting against you and you ain't nobody? Because you is somebody. And they know that, man. They know you the kings and princes. They know you the priests. They know you women are the princesses, man. They know this. Why would they plot against us for no reason? We've been on the bottom since they've been in rulership. What's the problem? Because they have a perpetual hatred, man. And they know their history, man. They know that we was ruling. They know that we going back into rulership. They know that their time is very short. Otherwise, why would you vex some people that's on the bottom, that's living in the ghettos? Oh, they getting a few chips. They riding a couple BMWs and they stay in decent housing. Who care about that? They stand in palaces. These devils stay in palaces and big mansions with land and nobody around. I'm talking about hundreds of acres of land with no houses, nowhere around. Why would they care about you? Why are they plotting against you? Because they know your time is next. They know it. Again, Psalm 37:12. The wicked plotteth against the just and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. You see? The wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy and to slay such as be of upright conversation. Why? All we got is conversation, which is what? Truth. Why are they trying to slay us? Why? It don't have nothing to do with truth, man. It got to do with the birthright. They know, well, it got to do with the truth, but they know their ass is going down, man. They know all they got left is to fight, man. That's all they got. This truth has spread throughout the four corners of the earth. Now, all those lies about who they are and what they have done and what they did, that's a lie, man. They ain't do nothing but put patterns on everything and take it with the sword, man. This is verse 32. It say, the wicked watcheth, this is Psalm 37 and 32. The wicked watcheth the righteous and seeketh to slay him. Why they watching you? That's why I said this in Psalm 10, man. They sit up, they lurk about the villages, man. They watching you, Jakes. Why? Because you are the salt of the earth, man. You are a light that's set on the hill that can't be hid, man. Now they know, these devils know, man, and they hurt, man. When I say they hurt, they are hurt, man. This is Psalms 140 in verse 1. It reads, deliver me, O Yahweh, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man, which imagine mischief in their hearts. Continually are they gathered together for war. This them, man. They have sharpened their tongues like a serpent. Adder's poison is under their lips. Lies, man. Number lies. I'm talking about crafty, trickery, cunning lies, man. This is what they do. Keep me, O Yahweh, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man who have proposed to overthrow my goings. Why are they trying to kill you, Jakes? For what? According to them, we are just 3/5 of man. I don't know what the women is. We just 3/5 of a man. Why are they trying to overthrow our goings? We ain't no, according to them, we ain't nobody. We are nothing. We just 3/5. What they say, we savages, right? We just niggas, spicks, spooks, porch monkeys, wetbacks, and savages. Why do they care about overthrowing your goings? Because they know, man, that you are the kings and priests. You are the princesses of the kingdom to come, man. And they shall be servants for a short period of time. Just like here, they've been ruling a short period of time in the kingdom. They're going to be servants a short period of time, and their ass going to be done away with, man. You see? They know this. And that's beautiful how the Lord got it on both sides, man. On this side, they've been ruling for a short period of time. In the kingdom of heaven, they're going to be servants for a short period of time, and their ass going to be done away with, man. And they know it, man. These elites know these things, man. This is Psalm 141. Verse 4, it say, incline not my heart to any evil thing, to practice wicked works with men that work iniquity. Let me not eat of their dainties. Listen, man, we ain't trying to be like them. That's why the Lord said when you read in Proverbs 3 and 31, envy thou not the oppressor and choose none of his ways. Again, let's read 3. Psalm 141 and 3. Set a watch, O Yahweh, before my mouth. Keep the doors of my lips. Incline not my heart to do any evil thing, to practice wicked works with men that work iniquity, and let me not eat of their dainties. Let the righteous smite me, it shall be a kindness, and let him reprove me, it shall be an excellent oil, which shall not break my head, for yet my prayer also shall be in their calamities. Cold, man. Verse 9 say, keep me from the snares which they have laid for me, and the gins of the workers of iniquity. Let the wicked fall into their own nets. They say, wills that I will escape. And we will, man. If we endure unto the end, hey, that's what we supposed to continue to ask. Actually, Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shema Shai, to increase to us his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and to take not the Holy Spirit away from us, man, and give us the strength to endure to the end, man. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 5. It reads, "For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity." This is Isaiah 48 and 10. It reads, "Behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction." So the Lord said he chosen these men in the furnace of affliction. Ecclesiastes 2 and 5. "For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity." This is Isaiah 13 and 12. It reads, "I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man in the golden wedge of Ophir." So you know that the Lord got these men set up. So when these devils come with all these vexes and accusations, it ain't gonna matter, man. It doesn't matter, man. We don't care, man. That's not gonna stop a brother from doing the work, man. Because we trying to fight to receive a crown that the Lord say is already laid up. You just got to endure to the end, man. Let me get you brother precepts and I'm gonna close out. And I'm gonna say this too, man. The one sister would hit me up. Her name Deborah, and she was like, hey, you sisters should try to, I said that was a good thing too. You sisters should try to link up, as far as um, set up a page or something, man, like a WhatsApp page or something. You sisters that be on the comment boards, man, and try to link up and communicate with each other. I think that'd be a good thing. But that's just me. The chick mentioned it to me, and I said, "Yeah, Lord willing, if I can remember every time I do a lesson, I'm gonna mention it, man, because I think it's a good thing. We all working out our own salvation with fear and trembling, but at the same time, this is a body, man. It's about a body at the same time. So I would think it'd be good if you sisters be on comment boards, link up with each other, man, and set up a WhatsApp where you can y'all can have like a little group chat, man. You sisters that's fighting a good fight of faith as well. I think y'all should link up, man. But anyway, this is Real Bun Lawyer Yasha. What is that? Revelation 12 and 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, "Now is salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power and the power of his Hamashiach. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down." Right, man. And they've been cast down fast, man. That's why I say we saw Satan, Yahweh shall say he saw Satan fall as lightning, man. Yeah. They coming down, man. Their kingdom is falling. Just like it said in Job 24, man. They has fallen just like all other kingdoms have failed, man. And not 30, Psalm 37:12, which I read. "The wicked plot against the just and gnash upon him with his teeth." Yeah, he put up Psalm 83 and 2. "For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head." Right. But guess what? Their head is being brought low, man. Adam now he put up Ecclesiastes 12 and 11. "Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped the looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away." Right, man. You can if you got rims and they got rust on, you can. I was saying this last night at camp. You can redip the rim, like in the chrome, but the chrome gonna still be there, man. It ain't going nowhere. Hey, shalom to the elder on the comment board, to the Akim and Aqua. How about your mama Shah Brakathum? Shalom. Let's see, a GMS coin 144. Shalom Zakonya. Hey, shalom to everybody, man. Shalom. The water for tuning in. This Adam Nanai put up Malachi 1 and 4. "Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build a desolate places. Thus said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down." Right. And see, until the Lord throw these devils down completely, man, their job is to vex you, man, and accuse you. This is it say, "And they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord Yahweh have indignation forever." Right. GMS Coin 144 put up John 10 and 28. And I give thee, he said, and I give unto them eternal life, and they shall never perish, neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand. Right. My Father, he said, my Father which gave them me is greater than I, and no man is able to pluck them out of my hand. I used to read that precept. I ain't read it in a while. It's been a minute since I read that. Beautiful, man. Hey, we in Yahweh hand, and the elect in Yahweh is in Yahweh hand. And can't nobody pluck us out of Yahweh hand, man. Hey, we in Yahweh hand, inside of Yahweh's hand. Hey, that's cold, man. That's cold, man. The water for that precept, brother. Fire. It's been a minute since I read that. I used to read that precept a lot when I first came into truth. Second Ezra 5 and 15 and 8. It said, we'll hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Right. They speak lawfully concerning oppression, man. It say, which they have profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood cry unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually, man. Right. Hey, set a mark on them that sigh and cry for all the abomination that be done in the midst thereof, man. And that's what we doing, man. This is Prince of Yahweh, Psalms 140 and 4, which I read. Keep me, O Yahweh, from the hands of the violent man who have proposed to overthrow my goings. Yeah, man. Brother got the same precepts I had. Psalm 37:22, same brother. Prince of Yahweh, the wicked watcheth the righteous and seeketh to slay him. That's the spirit, brother. We have the same precepts. And I got 144 and 11. Psalm 144 and 11. It said, rid me and deliver me from the hand of the strange children, right? Whose mouth speaketh vanity, and their right hand is a right hand of falsehood. Hey, beautiful. And when you reading Isaiah 28, what did 2/3 of Jacob say? They took the 501c3 and they said, what? We have made lies our refuge, and on the falsehood have we hid ourselves. That's why the Lord gonna destroy you 2/3, man. That's why he's gonna start the house of Israel first, man. That's beautiful precept, brother. Prince of Yahweh, Jeremiah 22 and 17. But thy eyes and thy heart are not but for thy covetousness, and for to shed innocent blood, and for oppression, and for violence to do it. That's beautiful, brother. That's beautiful. That's fire. That's fire. Hey, that's the whole duty for Esau Edom, man. Let's read again. Prince of Yahweh, Jeremiah 22 and 17. But thy eyes and thy heart are not but for thy covetousness, and for to shed innocent blood, and for oppression, and for violence to do it. Hey, that's a straight, cold cut, man. That's all you here for, man. Oh, this is what this guy said, Elisha. Let's get this. 2 Kings 8 and 12. Listen to this. And Hazael said, why weepest, my Lord? And he answered, because I know the evil that thou wilt do unto the children of Israel. Their strongholds wilt thou set on fire, and their young men wilt thou slay with the sword, and will dash thy children, and will dash their children, and rip up their women with child. Hey, this verse right here, when the conquistadors and the Spaniards came over here and slaughtered the American Indians and the so-called Mexicans, that's what they did. They ripped their women up, took the children, dashed their head against the stone, and they was burning them 13 at one time. They was hanging them up on these wood, like little wood beams. They hang them 13 at a time and burn all of them, man. In the name of Christ. And they use the number 13, man, because that's witchcraft. When you go back and look it up, it tell you that these devils use the number 13 because they said, one of the articles I seen a couple years ago, they said that Yahweh and the 12 disciples was walking around doing witchcraft, man, right? So they use the number 13 for the 12 disciples and Yahweh, man, these devils. Everything that's on the right-hand side, use on the left. And I was telling the Edomites last night, when you read about the story, because he talking about, what about the last thing they said to us, what about John 3:16? We were like, oh, we're waiting on y'all to hit us with that.
Okay, I had the brother. A whole Numbers 21 and 5. Okay, brother, read John 3. And I said, when you're reading John 3 and 1, who was he talking to? Now these devils supposed to be so super deep and they love theological knowledge. I said, who is the Messiah talking to in John 3 and 1? They was like, they don't even know. So the brother started reading from verse 1. I said, bro, he was talking, and when the brother read Nicodemus, I said, who is Nicodemus? I don't know. But how you gonna come and try to tell us about John 3 and 16? You don't know nothing about the damn chapter, man. You see, that's how these devils, but you can't. Hey, we done heard it all before, man. Through our apostles, a great millstone, and the elders, we done seen it all before, man. We done seen it. We done heard it all, man. He talking about, oh, y'all cherry picking. Y'all ain't reading the whole chapter. Okay, well, we finna read this whole chapter in John 3. Who is Nicodemus? I don't know. So how the hell you gonna try to mention to us about John 3:16? So when I had the brother read verse 14, when they say, as Moses lifted up the serpent in the garden, so shall the Son of Man be lifted up, right? I said, do you know what that account at? No, I don't know. I said, brother, read that, Numbers 21, right? It tell you when the serpents, when Jacob was complaining against the Lord about what they was going to eat, he sent out fiery serpents. When you read Numbers 21 and 5, all the way down like verse 8, the Lord sent these serpents out. He told Moses to make a brass serpent and put it upon a pole, and everybody that looked upon it shall be healed. Where do you see that serpent on a pole at? On the ambulance door, man. That's where it's at. On the damn hospital and the ambulance door. That same serpent on the pole is on the ambulance door, man. They took it and used it for witchcraft, man. Because these are the devil, the sons of Satan on the left-hand side of the Lord, man. They suppose everything they supposed to do is supposed to be wicked. We had the elder that come down, the one elder from LA. We had the one elder from Vegas, and the one elder from LA, Karaya, Salaki for his name, Karaya. He said, if you got an Edomite that's doing good, something wrong. They off. Or they can't be an Edomite because Edomites are known to do nothing but wickedness, man. Again, 2 Kings 8 and 12. And Isaiah said, while weeping, my Lord, he was talking to Elisha right here. And Elisha answered and said, because I know the evil that thou would do unto the children of Israel. Now, this guy, Hosea, was an Edomite. That thou would do unto the children of Israel. Their strongholds would thou set on fire, and their young men would thou slay with the sword, and would dash their children, and reap up and rip up their women with child. This is what they have been doing since they've been in rulership. They have been raping, robbing, murdering, pillaging, and plundering the entire planet, man. This is what they do. Their only job is to do what the brother just put up. Let's read it again. Jeremiah 22 and 17. And it's crazy. I got that precept highlighted. You know, I read most time read things once. It say Jeremiah 22 and 17, but thine eyes and thy heart are not but for thy covetousness, which it could be 2/3 of Jake as well, and for to shed innocent blood, and for oppression, and for violence to do it. That's their only goal, man, to oppress you and to kill you, man, and to vex you and to make you trim your ways to seek their love. I can see what that Jeremiah 2 and 33, man. Their job is to make you trim your ways to seek their love, man. Well, you know what? We ain't complying, man. We ain't complying, man. Adonai, Psalm 64 and 5. They encourage themselves in the evil matter. I was thinking about getting this too, brother. I was thinking about getting this. They encourage themselves in the evil matter. They commune of land snares privily. They say, who shall see them? Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh shall see you, man. His eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. He said he watching over all the evil and the good that's done on the earth, man. And his eyes are continually on the righteous. And he tell you what is that Psalm 7, I think it is 7:11, that he is angry with the wicked every day, man. This is Prince of Yahweh, Psalms 14 and 3. They are gone aside, they are altogether become filthy. There is none that do of good, no, not one. There's not one Edomite. Hey, beautiful precept, brother. Cause the elder Karaya said that Karaya said that, man. It's not one. Hey, you find an Edomite that's doing good, man. He going off, man. This is Adonai, Exodus 23 and 13. In all things I have said unto you, Be circumspect, meaning to watch your surroundings, and make no mention of the name of other gods, neither let it be heard out of thy mouth. Right, right. This is Prince of Yahweh, Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Hey, and like it said in Ecclesiastes 7:2, man, the heart of the righteous is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth, man. And we mourning. Why? Because we know this is not our kingdom, man. And when you come into this truth, you know that you were sent here for punishment, man, for a judgment, man. That's why I say this is the white man's hell and the black man's heaven, man. This is the Israelites' hell, man. Okay? Hell just means condition or judgment or the grave, man. This is our punishment. This is our condition, our judgment, right here, man. After this, hey, it's back to the top, man. Lord willing, man. Like I said, Luke, they that are base shall be they that are what is it? They that be abased shall be brought low, and they that are abased shall be exalted, and they that are exalted shall be abased. Not Psalms, Proverbs 30:14. There is a generation whose teeth are as swords. Ooh, beautiful. See, that's the spirit. I want to close this precept too. That's the spirit, brother. The water. Oh, let me hold this. Habakkuk 1. It say, beautiful. Adam not Proverbs 30:14. There is a generation whose teeth are as swords, and their jaw teeth as knives, to devour the poor from off the earth and the needy from among men. That's cold. I forgot about that precept. That's cold. Who are they talking about? Esau Edom, man. The Job 9:24s, man. Here's another precept, the precept that, man. Perfect precept. Habakkuk chapter 1, verse 6. For lo, I raised up the Chaldeans, that bitter and hasty nation, which shall march through the breadth of the land to possess the dwelling places that are not theirs. They are terrible and dreadful. Their judgment and their dignity shall precede themselves. You see, that bitter and hasty nation, which shall march through the breadth of the land to possess dwelling places that are not theirs. To possess the dwelling places that are not theirs, man. That's a beautiful precept, brother. Let's get this. Micah 2:2. It said, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. Y'all stole our heritage, man. The Lord gave, let y'all allegedly take it. Call yourself Israelis, right? So-called Jews. Hey, we don't call us, well, we the Hebrew Israelites, man. Okay? And we don't call ourselves the Jews, man. We Hebrew Israelites. Beautiful, man. This is again, Proverbs 30:14. This is a generation whose teeth are as swords and their jaw teeth as knives, to devour the poor from off the earth. Hey, because Psalm 94:20 say they frame mischief by law, man, right? Isaiah 10:1, woe to him that decree unrighteous decrees, with that right grievousness which they have prescribed. These devils, man. Okay? Like I said with that Psalm 64, 64, they what they tongue like a sword, man. Right? To carry down the poor and needy, even bitter words these devils do, man. Yeah, this them, man. It's them. It's them, man. Prince of Yahweh, Psalms 10:8. He sitteth in lurking places of the villages, in the secret places doeth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. Verse 9. He lieth in wait. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doeth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net. Beautiful precept. That's the same one. Beautiful. Prince of Yahweh, Psalms 11:5. The Lord tried the righteous, but the wicked and him that loveth violence, his soul hateth. Yeah, man. Yeah. Adam not put up Habakkuk 2:4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Right? Beautiful. Beautiful. Prince of Yahweh, Psalms 11:6. Upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire and brimstone, and a horrible tempest shall this is a in a horrible tempest, this shall be the portion of their cup. Right, man? Job, Obadiah 1:18, man. be consumed with fire. It said the same thing in Psalm 37, man. They shall consume away, they shall consume into smoke, man. Yeah. Not John 10 and 10. The thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they may have life and that they may have it more abundantly. Right. Everlasting salvation, man. Everlasting salvation. Oh, the sister on the coming board now, Deborah L. Hey, man, yeah. I said it earlier, but I said it again. I think you sisters should link up, man. You sisters on the comment board, man, y'all should link up and create a WhatsApp page, man, and stay in touch with each other, man. To spiritually stay in touch with each other. Seriously, man. Child is coming. Hey, it's gonna come to a point. Hey, we don't know. You might be by yourself. You probably want to get it in right now, man. And sistership with other sisters, man. It's fellowship, but I said sistership to make it sound a little more, you know. I think you sisters should link up, man, and create a WhatsApp page. That's just me though. Y'all need to communicate, man. We know you sisters be like Apostle, like Elder, not about say, man. We know you sisters want to say something and speak out. Hey, talk amongst yourselves, man. Y'all should get together and talk amongst yourselves, man, and create a WhatsApp page, man. Seriously. This is GMS Quant 144, Matthew 24 and 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached into all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. And we trying to tell the devil last night, because he talking about, well, why did Jesus say go out and teach to all nations? I said, because the heathen got to hear the word too. The heathen got to hear the day. If they ass finna die, they finna go down too, man. They got to hear it too, man. Because amongst the heat, we already told them. Well, he said, I already know that Israelites was scattered over the four corners of the earth. But why he said go to all nations? Because the heathens have to hear their judgment. That's why. And for the hopefully elect to hear the word and come up out of there, man. GMS Quant 144, Psalm 37:10. For yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yeah, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. And I was finna read, it's my whole lesson. I built this whole lesson on reading Solomon, Song of Solomon, chapter 2, man. Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 1. I'm already an hour in. But you know what? Since you just brought that out, my whole lesson was based off Wisdom of Solomon, second chapter, man. I gotta read some of this before I go. I gotta read some of this. Salakia. My whole lesson was built off Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2. And that's the spirit of the Lord, man. Just brought it back to my attention. Hey, the water for that precept. Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 1. Just read this. Because this is how the wicked feel about you all day, every day, man. I'm going to run straight through it. For the ungodly self, reasoning within themselves, but not aright. Our life is short and tedious. Tedious meaning dull. They really don't got nothing going on. It's about to end. That's why I say short and tedious. This what Esau Edom say. Our life is short and tedious, and in the death of a man there is no remedy. Neither was there any man that had returned from the grave. And it's spiritual. When you read this chapter, all you can think about is Job 18, Job chapter 20, Job chapter 27. Because this is Esau Edom saying to themselves, we shall surely die. So what shall we do with our life? Vex and accuse these Israelites. Listen to this. It say, neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave. For we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we have never been, as the brother just put up. GMS Quant 144, Psalm 37:10. You can read in Job 18, Job 20, Job 27. They shall be gone. They shall be like they have never been, right? This is what they saying among themselves. For we are born at all adventure, we shall be hereafter as though we have never been, we had never been, for the breath in our nostril is as smoke, and a little spark in the moving of our heart, which being extinguished, our body shall be turned into ashes, consumed with fire, right? A big bonfire, and our spirit shall vanish as a soft air, and our name shall be forgotten in the time, and no man shall have our works in remembrance, because it was all in wickedness. And our life shall pass away as the trace of a cloud, and shall be dispersed as a mist that is driven away with the beam of the sun and overcome with the heat thereof. For our time is very shadow, is a very shadow that passeth away, and after our end there is no returning. You see, these Edomites know this, man. They know when they die, they are done. They know it. Reading on, to say, for our time is a very shadow that passeth away, and after our end there is no returning. Right? For it is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again. Hold on. It said it's fast sealed. When you go to Job 14:5, what it say? Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with the Most High, that he cannot pass his bounds, right? They know this, man. They know. Oh, another one is in Job chapter 20 and verse 21. It say, again, it said, after our end, there is no returning. The Edomites know this, man. For it is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again. Come on, it said, come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present. Let us speedily use the creatures like as in youth. So we brought this out last night at camp. It said, let us use the creatures like as in youth, right? The animals, all the animals chipped. We were saying how they go kill an elephant, cut the head off, take a picture with it. They go kill animals they don't supposed to kill, like rhinos, take a picture of them, put the animals in their houses, right? They're using the creatures like in their youth. Because what was Esau? Esau was a cunning hunter, man. This is what he do, right? And I mentioned who else's creatures? Us, man. They use us like in their youth, man. When their youth was slavery. North America was built on what? Blood, sweat, and tears on the backs of so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. So they're using us creatures as in their youth, and they're using the animals the same way for sport, man. Like the brother, the guy came up last night. We hadn't seen him in a while. He said, man, as we talk, he said, they do it for sport. Exactly. It said in Proverbs 10:23, which I read, it is as a sport to a fool to do mischief. They do these things for a sport. Let's read on. This whole chapter is talking about Esau Edom, man. This verse 6. Come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present. Let us speedily use the creatures like as in youth. Let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointments. I mentioned this last night. They got wine cellars. Man, when you go to me and the brother be going to Total Wine, they got wines that's $10,000 in them. They have liquors. You think you're drinking the top shelf Hennessy? You ain't. They got a Hennessy like $5,000 for a bottle of Hennessy, man. And it's not a regular Hennessy bottle. They got, and when you go to Total Wine, they got liquors 10, 20, 30 grand. They got wines 15, 20 grand, man. Okay, they got sellers with wine from the 1700s, man. This is talking about Esau Edom, man. Jake don't got this, unless you done bought it from an Edomite. But Jake don't got this, man. This come with generational wealth, man. It say, let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointments, and let no flower of the spring pass by us. Everything that's under the sun, they have dominion over, and they're going to use it. Let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they are withered, before they be withered. Let none of us go without part of our voluptuousness. Let us take tokens of our joyfulness in every place, for this is our portion, and our lot is this. Let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age. Then Lord, that's a curse. They will not reverence the old nor the young, man, right? Again, let's read this again. They said, our lot is this. Let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age. Let our strength be the law of justice. Let our strength be the law of justice. That's their sword, and they turn like a sword. They write laws. They frame mischief by law, right? Let our strength be the law of justice. For that which is feeble is found to be nothing wrought. Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous, like it's saying in Psalms 10 and 10, in Psalms 10 and 8. It said, because he is not for our turn. No, they know our kingdom coming. And he is clean contrary to our doings. Now that's a whole cut, because when you go to real quick, let's get this. The brother fired my spirit back up. Let's get this right here. He said that we are clean contrary to the opposite of them, right? This Proverbs 29 and 27. An unjust man is an abomination to the just, and he that is upright in the way is abomination to the wicked. So we are, there's a great gulf fix, right? Let's go back to this again. Was it Solomon 2 and verse what was that? Right here, verse 12. It say, therefore let us, is Wisdom Solomon 2 and 12. Therefore let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn. Like I just read in Proverbs 29, 27, the righteous is against the just. I mean, the wicked is against the righteous, and the righteous against the wicked. And they both is abomination to each other, right? It say, and he is clean contrary to our doings. He upbraided us with our offending the law. You see, we follow the laws of Yahweh Shema Shai. They follow their own ways, man. And objective to our infamy, the transgressions of our education. You see, everything they taught us, now we contrary, we ain't complying to that madness, man. We ain't complying to that, man. Because that's not the way to lie. Now, as I tell you in what's that Romans 13? Hey, we have the Lord said be wise as serpents and humble as doves. Hey, but we follow Yahweh Shema Shai now, man. It say he professed to have knowledge of God, and he called himself the child of the Lord. Because they said they the Lord, they God. And they said what? That we the peoples of the Lord. Y'all heathens, y'all Africans. No, man. Well, Hosea 1 and 10, what was said unto us, that we are not the children of the Lord, there shall be said, you are the sons of the living power, man. And now we know it, and you devils can't tell us different, man. Verse 14, he was made to reprove our thoughts. He was made to reprove our thoughts, man. That's why I tell you, man, their whole existence is to vex and accuse us, man. That's the Lord giving you that different spirit, man. It said he was made to reprove our thoughts. He is grievous unto us, even to behold. For his life is not like other men's. His ways are of another fashion. That's why I tell you in Psalm 73 and 5, they are not in trouble as other men. Neither are they plagued like other men. Because the Lord have a special judgment for you Edomites. Verse 16, we are esteemed of him as counterfeits. You see, they are counterfeits. They ain't nothing. They ain't nothing. They fakes. They phonies. They flugazis, man. And the jig is up, man. You some flugazy people, and the jig is up. You tell you in Ecclesiastes 3, you are a brute beast, man. That's what you is, a brute beast. It say, we are esteemed of him as counterfeits. He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness. He pronounces the end of the just to be blessed. Esau at the end of the world, Jacob is the beginning, and make of his boast that God is his father. We are the sons of the heavenly Father, Yahweh. He is our father. Point blank, period, man. Let us see if his words be true. See, because they're gonna come down with wrath. Then they're gonna say, oh, what you gonna do? Like Antiochus Epiphanes did the 7 sons, like he did Eleazar. When you read in the Maccabees, man, hey, nothing you can do that's gonna make us change, man. The Lord say his spirit will be on his men and women, man. His spirit will be on these men, okay? That's why he said, endure to the end, man. And if you do be cast into prison, hey, be thou faithful unto death, man. He will give you a crown of life. So what? Revelation 20, was that 20? Revelation 20 and 4 said what? And he saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai, for Yahweh Bashim Shai, right? And for not taking the mark in the name, right? None of that, man. He saw the souls of the witness beheaded, man. So if it come to that, it comes to that, man. Again, let us see if his words be true, and let us prove what shall happen in the end of him. For if the just man be the son of God, he will help him. And we know this. We know this, man. Listen. And deliver him from the hand of his enemies. Now, when you, because it's finna come up when you think about what one of the sons told Antiochus Epiphanes, he said, "Hey, we coming back in the kingdom of heaven. You ain't, man. You ain't. Listen to this. Let us examine him with despitefulness and torture, that we may know his meekness and prove his patience." That's what they're gonna do to us, man. They're gonna try us like this. We don't care, man. Because Yahweh Shai said, "What? If they persecuted me, they will also persecute you. And blessed be ye if you are persecuted for my name's sake," man. We know this, man. It say, "Let us condemn him with a shameful death, for by his own saying he shall be respected." Just like Eleazar, just like the seven children. Such things they did imagine and were deceived, for their own wickedness have blinded them. As for the mystery of God, they knew them not, neither hoped they for the wages of righteousness, nor the same a reward for blameless souls. For God created man to be immortal and made him to be the image of his own eternity. Nevertheless, through the envy of the devil came death into the world, and they that do hold of his side do find it. So the same way Antiochus was vexing them, was vexing those seven sons, man. Eleazar, hey, let's see if your God gonna stand up and save you out of this. Man, listen, man. If we gotta be put to death for it, man, we coming right back, man. No worries, man. No worries. We coming right back. The sister said, the water I will create an email address. So any that want to can exchange info privately. I will post it on the comment board. Shalom. Yeah, hey, you sisters link up, man. So with them, give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rikak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders over all Israel, whether they accepted or not. And a sincere salutation to all the arguing, pushing this truth and believing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, the entire world, waking up the hopeful elect. And shalom to the Akwath who are listening and learning, the few sisters who are listening and learning. Lord willing, it was edifying. Till next time, I say shalom. Wa ba. The water for tuning in. May Yahweh Shema Shah continue to bless you in your houses. Hey, stay prayed up. The water for tuning in. Until next time, I say shalom. Hey, the water for the precepts. The water for those precepts, man. Fire precepts, man. The water.